How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So glad each and every one of you can make it. Today we're going to talk about the Super Bowl of Diecast, so stay tuned. Again, welcome back to the channel, everybody. So glad each and every one of you can make it. That's right, we're going to talk about the Super Bowl of Diecast. If you don't know what that is, you should. Very, very, very fun. Oh, wow. It's so much fun. Basically what it is, anybody that wants to participate can make any 1/64th custom. It has to be a custom, okay? You have to make it yourself. You can't just buy something and do a wheel swap on it and say, I'm going to send this. That's not the way it works. You have to build it the same way you would want to receive it if somebody built it for you. If that makes sense. But here's the lowdown. Jay's Diecast Creations started this way back in January. Actually, he started it last year, compiling everything, getting everything ready, getting the cars in and all that stuff. But anyhow, long story short, he takes your cars as they come in. They put them on a list, give them a number. Whoever sends their car in first, number 1. If mine gets there second, it's number 2. If Charles Diecast Garage gets there, it's 3. If Hewitt's Diecast gets there, it's 4. Right? Takes those numbers, put them in the bingo roller, rolls it, pulls the number, and that assigns you a bracket that you will be racing in. And then it's on from then. Basically, all it is roll racing. Last year, he did the dice roll. Then he did the circle track to put you in your official drag racing bracket and to assign you your official spot, depending on how you finished in the circle track. And then it was the best 2 out of 3 on the strip. If you won, you moved on to the next round. You theoretically could win everything. A whole bunch of cars, because that's the way it works. If you win cars, right? Let's just say, let's say I submit a car, you beat me, and this was my car, okay? Well, you win this car. You go another round, if you win another car. Go another round, if you lose your car, but you still keep the cars that you won. Make sense? And that's what's so great about it. If you make it to the next round, you're guaranteed at least one custom. And that's what's so cool. But the bad part is, first round, half of the field's going to lose. They're going home empty-handed per se. Now, Jay doesn't always let them go home empty-handed, but, he makes it worth your while. There are some rules, though. I'm going to have to read them off to you. I got them up on the computer, so I'll be going back and forth. But it is so much fun. I think I made it to the semifinal round, if I remember right. And, it was so much fun watching. And I think he had to do it in 3 parts because it was so many cars. He had a full 36-car field, I believe it was. But anyhow, with that stated, he is going to be doing the announcing again. He's going to be doing the dice rolling, if I can get my tongue out of this knot. But somebody else is going to be doing all the other stuff, okay? Because if you don't know who Jay's Diecast Creation is and all that, I'll leave all the info below. And the person that's going to be doing the actual cars and inspections and all that, Paco's Diecast Garage, I'll leave all his info below too. Because if you don't know, Jay last year had twins. And, well, technically it was this year. I'm sorry, Jay. It was this year. He had twins. So his hands are full. He doesn't have time to look at the cars because you have to submit photos, and I'll go over this again in a minute. He has to look at those photos. Then you have to, if approved, you have to mail him the car. And then the way he was doing it, when he got the car, he would do a short video showing the car and who it's from and all that. And, Then he had to do all the brackets. He had to build everything to do the racing on. And again, it's roll racing. Take a dice, assign. He had colored dice. So like, if you was going up against me, your dice might be blue, my dice might be red. Roll it, and then that would determine the spots, the spots that the cars moved. So, with that stated, he's still doing the commentary. He's still doing the dice roll. But Paco's Diecast Garage is going to be handling everything else, okay? Again, I will give you all that info. So here we go. This is the second annual Super Bowl of Diecast Pink Slip Tournament. Oh my God, it's so much fun. I wish he would have announced this earlier. He had alluded to it. But Jay, if you're going to do it again, if you plan on doing it every year, please let me know early so I can get my stuff painted during the summer months. I should have done it anyway, but I wasn't sure if you was going to do it, so I didn't want to waste the time doing the car and you not doing it. My fault, I know, but anyhow. The new rule is it will be co-hosted by Paco on his page this year. Jay will still be rolling and commentating. The rules are you have to submit a custom 1/64 diecast by January 25th of 2023. You have to submit the photos by the 25th, okay? If your car is approved, you then have to provide tracking of that shipment of that car by January 30th, 2023, okay? Now, Paco's I'll put everything down below. I'll give you Paco's email so you can send him the photos and everything. You only get to build one, but it can be a train, a boat, a plane, a motorcycle, a tank, a car, a truck. It doesn't matter. Hovercraft, a speedster, does not matter. Anything that is 1/64, okay? 1/64 custom by you, anything. Must be built by the driver, and I'll post the picture of the rule, the screenshot of the rules again. And you have to send in $10 this year for donation. And what that covers is shipping, okay? Because Paco lives same state I live in. We live on the East Coast. If somebody would win everything out on the West Coast, you can imagine it's going to take, for me to ship something to Texas, it takes right at $6. For me to ship something past Texas, guaranteed $10 minimum. So it'll all balance out in the end. So yes, $10 to some may seem a little steep, but trust me, it is not. Not for all the fun and not for the winnings if you get any. Again, any casting, anything must be the best as a builder can produce. Again, you don't want to just do a wheel swap and try to send it in because that's not going to cut the mustard. It needs to be a custom, right? In other words, let me show you. All right, it needs to be something like, it doesn't have to be like this, but not just a painted Volkswagen van. It needs to be a full-blown custom, okay? It doesn't have to be something that elaborate. It could be a car with a wheel swap, custom paint job. That would probably get you by. But just a wheel swap by itself, no, that's not going to do it. Oh, you could go all out and completely make your own custom and send that in. But I will warn you, if you do a lot of gluing, it has to be packaged really good because UPS is not easy on shipping, especially around Christmas and the New Year. So with that stated, back to the rules. It is open this year. This is a new policy change, new rule for international builders, okay? If you want to participate, again, it has to be postmarked by January 30th, okay? The international rules are this. You send in your car. If you lose your car, well, that's just like everybody else. You lose your car. If you win 1 round, 5 rounds, you have to then decide if you want your car to be a carrier, your winnings to be a carrier. Let's say you won this car and you won this car, right? And you lost the next round. You have to make a choice. Do you want these 2 cars? If you want these 2 cars, you then have to pay for those cars to be shipped back to you. In other words, Paco will box them up, take them to the post office, find out exactly to the penny how much it costs to ship them to you, and that's what you will have to pay. And the reason for that is, for whatever reason, shipping into the United States is cheaper than shipping out of the United States. So, I mean, it might cost $15 to get you those 2 cars to you, whereas in the United States, it's only going to cost $5, right? So you see how the entry cost, and I know firsthand shipping 1 car to Canada is $20. $20 just to go Canada. So, with that stated, that's the reason for it. You know, $10 entry fee to try to turn around and cover $25 worth of shipping. That's just not fair to Paco. That's not fair to Paco at all. That's not even in the thoughts of asking him to do that. With that stated, if you decide that you still want to participate, but you don't want to pay return shipping, then your car will become what's known as a carrier car. In other words, you've won these 2 cars, right? You've won these 2 cars, and you lose the next round. Well, you don't want to pay to receive these 2 cars, that's fine. You know, no problem, no question to ask. These cars will then go on to the garage of the person that beat you. In other words, he's won everything. He's won your winnings plus the car that you just lost, your custom. Kind of makes sense. You know, you pay return shipping, or you're in it for the fun of it and the experience of it and to have your name out there. So it's totally up to you. Now, I'm sure by now you're thinking 36 cars, $10, that's $360. Yes. Some cars might cost $5 to ship, some might cost $7, some might cost over. So it tends to balance out. But Paco is trying to decide on if there's any. It might be $5, it might be $20. If there's any money above that, he's been running ideas through his head, and with Jay, and you know, like a treasure hunt, and do a giveaway to the participants, you know, or something along those lines. They're going to work that out, but rest assured, every penny will be taken care of, okay? Here's the next rule. All winners must post a video showing your winnings when you get it. In other words, if you won this car, right, and this is the only one you won, all that is asked of you, you can make it as elaborate as you want. I made mine pretty elaborate last year, and I'll do it again this year, if I can get my car built in time. Showing the car, giving a shout out to the person you won it from, okay? Like, say you won that from me. All you got to do is say, hey, you know, I participated in the Pinks tournament this year on Jay's channel, and I won this car. It belonged to Old Man Diecast. He sent it, and you know, I'm tickled to have it. And if you will, give Paco's Diecast Garage a shout out, and Jay's Diecast shout out too, because they're the ones doing all the work. I just simply built the car, right? You see what I'm saying? That's how you want to do it. Yeah, but you can be as elaborate as you want. Me, I put in short video clips of my car actually racing last year. Showed the ones I won to, and it showed, the ones I won, and it showed the one I lost to. So, and if you want to sponsor, that's fine. You can make it as charitable contributions in the form of money for Jay to buy stuff, and for Paco to buy packing material, boxes, stuff like that. 3D printed parts, if you want to make haulers, custom cars to give away, whatever you want to do. You can contact Jay or Paco to find out about exactly what they're looking for, and you know, all that good stuff. And last, the tournament to be held Super Bowl weekend. I know Super Bowl weekend's busy for a lot of people. Some of you guys like to do the pre-Super Bowl party. Some of you like to go to the Super Bowl. Some of you like to go to families' houses, friends' houses, all that good stuff. So he tries to get it in early so you can watch, and if not, there's always the replay. They always make sure to get it on as quick as they can. See, I've done watched last year or this past one probably 5 times by now. Super, super fun. I always enjoy it. But with that stated, again, I'll post the screenshot right here so you can see it, and I'll just leave it going as I talk. There's the screenshot with all the rules, Paco's emails on there, but because I haven't told it yet, but I'll put it in the description below. It is pacosdiecastgarage, all one word, at gmail.com. I'll put it in there below. And I'll also put a link to Paco's channel, and I'll put a link to Jay's channel in there too. So that, you can go check out the Super Bowl of Diecast from this past year if you so choose, because I'm telling you, it's a lot of fun. With that stated, hope to see you there. That way I can be bringing your car home. No, I'm just kidding. But keep in mind, basically what we're doing is building a car to give away, because we're expecting to lose these cars. So, again, build it as if you would want to receive it. Do the best you can, and that's all anybody can hope for. Until next time, thank you for watching.
Next up, we got two beautiful cars. Two beautiful cars. In the left lane, Old Man Diecast in that quarter-mile coupe. In the right lane, Diecast Pirate in the rubber duck. The rubber duck he borrowed from Finnegan, and he might be able to get it back in time as long as he doesn't lose the ride. If he loses the ride, he's blaming Jim Silva. He said it already. He said it already. Old Man Diecast versus Diecast Pirate. This is going to be a good one, guys. This is going to be a good one. Diecast Pirate spins the tires out of the gate. Old Man Diecast hooks up. He comes up to a 1 car length lead over Diecast Pirate. And look at this. Old Man Diecast stretches his legs. He stretches his legs. He pulls out to a 3 car length lead right out of the gate. What is going on here? Diecast Pirate in the rubber duck better get it together, and he starts to close. He pulls it down to 2 car lengths. 2 car lengths. 2 car lengths, but Pete's going to extend it back to 3. Pete goes over the halfway mark. Old Man Diecast goes over the halfway mark, and it looks like Diecast Pirate starts to close. He pulls it down to 2 car lengths. Boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy, do we have a race on our hands, and Old Man Diecast is not playing games today. He said, I'm coming to take the whole kit and caboodle, and Diecast Pirate is just another one in my way. And look at this, guys. Oh, my goodness gracious. Old Man Diecast is on a heater. He gets to the line, locking out Diecast Pirate. I'll roll him, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Old Man Diecast takes race 1. Old Man Diecast takes race 1 in his attempt to take it all. And I need some more water. Nope, not enough. What did he say? Nope, not enough for the duck. Boy, oh boy. I might have to stand up here soon, man. My back's starting to hurt. Let's go, rubber ducky. They don't call it a quarter-mile coupe for nothing. That's right, Jimmy. That's right. But I know this Finnegan car has got some power in it, and Diecast Pirate has came for business. He did not come to play. Let's see if he can get it done. Let's see if he can get it done. They both spin the tires out of the gate this time. They both spin the tires out of the gate. Can Diecast Pirate make it happen? They're still spinning the tires, guys. They are still spinning the tires. They are heads up here. Heads up, and look at this. Diecast Pirate hooks up and comes out to a 1 car length lead. Puts a gap between him and Old Man Diecast. Puts a gap between him and Old Man Diecast, and it happens again. He extends his lead to 2 car lengths. He is not trying to go home. He is not trying to go home, and look at this, guys. That left lane curse has turned around because Diecast Pirate is gapping Old Man Diecast the same way he just did to himself. The same way Old Man Diecast gapped Diecast Pirate. The tables have turned, boy. The tables have turned, and let's see if Diecast Pirate can finish it off. Pete closes the gap to 3. Closes the gap to 3 here. And he's going to close it to 2. Diecast Pirate is running out of steam in that left lane. He needs to make something happen quick. Old Man Diecast pulls up to the bumper. Diecast Pirate chucks the deuces out the window, locking out Old Man Diecast, taking race 2. Forcing sudden death. Another race goes to sudden death for Pink Slips, guys. Holy guacamole. I can't make this up, man. I cannot make this up, right? All right, let's get it. Sudden death again. Old Man Diecast versus Diecast Pirate. Somebody's going to add a beautiful car to their garage right now. We're going to get it. We are going to get it, and they both want to put on a show. They rock it out of the gate. Both cars hook up. They go 1, 2, 3. One of them bounces off the sides, but it lands inside, so it's going to count. Pete comes out to a short lead over the Pirate. And they go 6. They go 3 lengths. Here we go, boys. 1, 2, 3. Yup. Diecast Pirate is in tow, but still in striking distance. And they are running nose to tail, bumper to bumper right now. And look at this. This is a race. Diecast Pirate is in tow of Pete from Old Man Diecast, but it's not over. It is not over. Diecast Pirate drops the hammer. He comes around the right side, takes the race lead, just approaching the 3/4 mark. Can we get it done? Can Diecast Pirate get it done? Old Man Diecast has other plans. He drops the hammer, grabs a high gear, comes around the left side. Who's it gonna be? Who is it gonna be? Diecast Pirate ends up at the line. Old Man Diecast in tow. Let's see how this pans out, guys. Let's see how this pans out. Sudden death. The right lane goes over. Diecast Pirate. Old Man Diecast puts it in the high gear, gives it all the nos left in this thing. He goes 1, 2, 3, and he crosses the line, passing Diecast Pirate and adding that custom to his garage. Boy, oh boy.